Hello, folks. Welcome to the Great Scott's Facebook and Instagram channel. My name is the Great Scott, and today we have something for the first time. I have my very first special guest Skype volunteers. How do I describe this guy? It's very hard to sum it up. He is the best friend I ever had. He is the worship leader at my church. He is my right-hand ham whenever I need a second performer for a show, and he's also my dad's protege at Primerica Financial Services. So he's a whole bunch of things to me and my family, and his name is Ben Neal. How are you doing, Mr. Neal?
I'm doing fantastic.
Thank you very much. And with him is his cute little daughter, Riley. Of course, you're not so little anymore. How old are you now, Riley?
11.
Wow, time flies. I thought she was 10, folks. Anyway, with the recent... Well, I'm sorry, what did you say, Ben?
In 2 weeks, she'll be 12.
Wow, time flies. Time flies. So how old is Mara now, your other daughter?
13.
Wow.
Well, she just turned 14.
Yeah, I remember your wife being pregnant with both of them, and I remember your oldest son, Justin, who's adopted, who's like, how tall is he now?
5'10".
5'10", yeah. I remember him being small enough for you to hold him because I was actually at the courthouse the day his adoption went through. That just, I can't imagine how you guys feel. But anyway, I should explain to you why Mara and Ben are here. Well, I've been saying a lot on my channels that I want to try to start doing magic shows over Skype during this time that we have this, I guess we're calling it a lockdown. I know it's not technically a shelter, but whatever's going on, we're being advised to stay at home. That's the thing. We're being advised to stay at home. So I thought but the problem is, in addition to trying to do Skype magic shows, I've also been doing some demonstrations of my tricks on my channel. The problem is, more than half my material involves volunteers. And it's very hard to do volunteer tricks when you're not supposed to have anybody in your house. So I thought, hey, if I could do magic shows for my channel, why couldn't I do special guest Skype volunteers? So today, Mara and Ben will be the perpetual Skype Riley, I'm sorry, Mara is your sister. Anything can happen when you're live. Okay. So today, Ben and Riley have agreed to be my very first special guest Skype volunteers. This will also give you a look at how you do a magic show over Skype. For any magicians out there who want to try this themselves, or if anybody wants to think about enlisting my services to keep the little ones busy during this time that we all have to stay at home. Okay, you guys ready?
Yes.
Yes. Now, Riley, I want to warn you. Since your dad and I are such good friends, how many of my shows have you been to? I think we've lost count at this point. You've been to a lot of them, right? Yeah. Okay. Try to act as surprised as possible here, because there's a very good chance you've seen some of this stuff before. Good acting there, Ben. Thank you very much. Okay. The very poetry of magic is, of course, card tricks. The problem is, one thing you learn very quickly in the world of magic when you're entertaining children is the fact that not a lot of kids know the difference between a club, a diamond, a heart, and a spade. However, there are two words that every child knows at the end of October, and that is trick or treat. So, Riley, can you tell me what is on this card right here?
M&M's.
M&M's, that's correct. This next one, all I can say is give me a break. What's that?
Kit Kat.
Kit Kat, correct. Very good. And this last one, you better not lay a finger on.
Butterfinger.
Butterfinger. Now, of course, the most common trick you can do with cards is pick a card, any card. You see the issue here, don't you? It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard when you're doing a show over Skype. It's kind of hard to have somebody actually pick a card. Yeah. I don't know if there's virtual picking or whatever. So, here's what I came up with instead. I am still going to have to handle the cards, but there is a way for Riley to pick a card here without me actually seeing it, okay? I'm going to close my eyes, and Riley, I'm going to mix the cards up like this, and I want you to tell me when to stop mixing them up. Notice I'm not looking. Tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Right there. Whatever she stopped on is the card she picked. Now, since she can't come over and look at it herself, you guys are just going to have to trust me here for a second. Watch me very carefully. I'm going to pick it up, and now I'm going to hide my eyes again. I'm going to let you guys see it. Do you see it?
Yep.
Okay. All right. And I'm going to let the people at home see it as well with my eyes still covered. There we are. So you have both seen what candy is on this card. I put it back while my eyes are still covered. I never once looked at that card, did I?
Correct.
Okay. You all saw that as well. I never looked at it. I hope you all saw what it was. Now watch everything that I do from this point on. I pick that card back up. Have I turned it over and looked at it?
Yeah.
No.
Now I put it in my hand. Did I turn it over and look at it?
No.
Also, one thing that's important here is please take note of the fact that I didn't look at the 2 that Riley did not choose. And the reason why that's important is because there's only 3 cards here. If I wanted to know what you picked, I could do process of elimination and look at these. Okay, so I didn't look at these, and I didn't look at this. Now, Riley, I know that this is kind of counterintuitive, but can you please tell me what candy am I holding?
The M&M.
Oh, so you're saying, she says I'm holding M&Ms. I'm holding M&Ms? You are absolutely right. I am holding M&Ms. That's right. Now, if this were a live show, Riley would get the M&Ms. But again, this is another issue of how do you do it, so we'll just throw these away. That's basically all we can do right there. But if I'm ever doing a live show, that's one of the few things. I didn't know quite how to demonstrate that without a volunteer. So that's one of the reasons why we have Ben and Riley here to demonstrate that. Now, I've been doing this trick for many years, and believe it or not, I once did it at a birthday party where there were several parents, and a parent came up to me, not the parent who hired me, thank goodness, but a parent came up to me and said, Scott, that's a very interesting trick, but I really think it promotes junk food. All right, fine. If you don't want a trick that promotes junk food, I can fix that. How about this?
Banana.
Banana. Yeah, you said that like a minion from Despicable Me. That was perfect there. Okay, so this is a banana. This time we're doing fruit cards. This time we're doing fruit cards rather than candy cards. Now, a cardinal rule of magic is you never do the exact same trick twice. So I want to let you all know right off the bat, no real fruit will be appearing during this trick, okay? So this one was a what?
Banana.
Banana, yes, okay. What is this one right here? I'll give you a hint. One of these keeps the doctor away.
Apple.
Apple, that is correct, okay. Next, there's only one, but they still call it a
Pear.
pear. Now, you guys have seen the show before, but what I normally like to do here is have people try to guess what the 4th fruit is going to be. And believe it or not, most people choose orange. Do you want to know why there's no orange on it? As a matter of fact, I was doing a show the other night, one of my first Skype shows, and the girls who were doing it kept on picking up an orange that was on the table and trying to show it to me. I don't know why. But anyway, no, the orange is not here because with the white background, the orange just looks like a circle. You know what I mean? It's not that impressive. So we needed something with more characteristic, and we have instead the fruit that everybody thinks is a vegetable, which is a tomato. Can you see that? All right.
Yes.
Now, remember how I said not just a few moments ago that there was a lady who criticized me for doing a candy bar trick? Well, you know who criticizes magicians better than anybody? Other magicians. That's right, other magicians. We're our own biggest critics. And I actually had a magician say something to me about this. He said, Scott, if I were you, I would have had that fruit be something different. And you want to know why? I thought he was going to say, because everybody thinks it's a vegetable. But that's not the case. He said that if I was on too big of a stage, that you wouldn't be able to tell the apple and tomato apart. Now, you guys can tell those apart, the apple and the tomato. You can tell them apart, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, let's do a quick test to find out, though, just real quickly, okay? Riley, could you please tell me, is this a tomato or is this an apple?
Tomato.
You all can see that she's right, that that is a tomato. I'm going to put the tomato right here on this side of the table, leaving the other 3 here. Now, Ben, my dear friend, what is this right here?
Apple.
Apple. You guys can all see that he's got that right as well. The apple is going to go on this side of the table. So we have an apple here, we have a tomato here. But what would you say if I told you that my friend was correct and that you all just mixed them up? Would that be interesting? Okay, what would you say if I told you that this is the apple and that's the tomato? Would that be interesting?
Yes.
Okay, well, just to clarify, Riley, a tomato looks like that. Ben, an apple looks like that. You see, this is a banana, and this right here is the pear. That's right. Now, thank you. Thank you. You can applaud. It's okay. Thank you very much. We don't have an audience today, so unfortunately, that my friend and Riley are all that we have. Now, I'm going to do one more thing here with these. Okay? Now, this one starts similar to the way that the other trick started. Now, this is a trick that usually involves giving the spectator... This is actually one of my favorite effects. It's called Triple Prediction by Ickle Pickle. And the people from Ickle Pickle will tell you that nobody is a bigger fan of this trick than me. The problem is, when you're doing this trick in a live audience, you normally have one person take a card and you take a card, and when all the cards are on this side, it's hard for people to keep straight whose card is who. So I have a remedy for that just real quickly. I have these little stands right here, as you can see. All right? This stand over here is going to be you. See that? this stand right here is going to be them. There we are. This card right here, this stand right here, rather, is going to be the Great Scott. There we are. Now, in addition to these cards, we have something else. We have a prediction for this trick, and a lot of people think that the way magicians do tricks is they actually have a way to change the prediction at the last minute. Now, Mr. Ben, I texted you a photo of this prediction before we came on Skype here. Could you please pull that picture up, please?
Oh, sure. Yep.
Okay. Now, do not read it out loud for the viewing public, but please tell me, does this prediction say the same thing as your photo?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's the same prediction, okay? That way you will all know. We'll have that to compare to later to make sure that I don't change it, okay? Now here's what's going to happen. Riley, similar to how we did with the candy bars, this is not the same trick, but it starts the same way. I'm going to mix these up until you tell me when to stop, and I'll look away so you don't think I'm like false shuffling or anything. Please tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Right there, okay. Now Riley, I'm going to give you a choice here, okay? This first card can either be removed from the trick, I can get rid of it, or I can put the card in this bag. What do you want me to do? Do you want me to get rid of it or put it in this bag?
Put it in the bag.
Okay, this card right here goes into the bag. We will get back to this in just a moment. Okay. All right, now the next card. Ben, it is your turn, okay? This next card can go on this stand and be yours, or it can go on this stand and be mine. Whose do you want it to be?
We'll put it on the Great Scott stand.
Okay. These ones have to go sideways because they're not quite big enough for the thing. I usually use these for my big Uno cards. Okay. All right. Now, that leaves us with 2 cards left. Now, here's where things get interesting. I'm gonna lift them up but not look at them. Riley, do me a favor. This is the top card. This is the bottom card. Please pick top or bottom.
Top.
Okay. The top card goes to the decision that you did not pick the first time. Remember how I told you could put the card in the bag or get rid of it? This goes to the decision you didn't pick the first time, which was get rid of it. It's out of here. And Ben, this card right here goes to the decision you didn't pick, which was give it to you guys. However, Ben, I'm going to give you one more say here. If you want to, I can switch these cards. Do you want me to switch the cards, yes or no?
No.
You do not want me to switch the cards, okay. Here now, for the first time, is the same prediction that I texted to Ben, that I just showed to the camera. Ben, double check, make sure that once again, this is the same prediction that I did not change it.
Yep.
It is the same prediction,
Yep.
okay. Let us see what the prediction says. The first prediction says, I will have the apple. This is my spot, and in that spot is an apple, as you can see. The second prediction says, you will have the banana. This is your spot right here. Let us see what we have here. You have the, say it like a minion, Ben.
Banana.
Banana, that's right. And the third one says, in the bag will be the tomato. Is that what it says on yours as well, Ben? What does it say?
It does.
What's it say?
Yep.
No, what does it actually say? I'm
It
asking.
says, I will have the apple.
No, just the last
You will
one.
have the
We're
banana.
we're past those. What's the last one
In
say?
the bag will be the tomato.
I'm sorry, what does the last one say?
In the bag will be the tomato.
In the bag will be the tomato.
Oh, gosh.
Now, I realize I said that there would be no real fruit during this. Well, guess what? I didn't lie. This is not a real tomato. It is a plastic tomato. That's right. Thank you very much. Well, I want to thank my special guest volunteers, Ben and his daughter, Riley, not Mara. I called you Mara earlier. Sorry about that. One other thing that I like to do for people who are going to be guest volunteers like this was ask them, is there anything you wanted to say while you have the ears of the public here? Anything at all, Ben? Any little shameless plug?
It's wonderful, and I miss you all.
Okay. Yes, and where is it you are the worship leader again?
South Weymouth Nazarene Church.
Yes, which I attend, and we're hoping that once this is all over, people will start coming back, don't we?
That's right.
Yeah, but
Of
we
course,
have...
In the meantime, we're having virtual church. Anybody can
Virtual
watch on
church, that's
Facebook
right.
and the website.
Yeah, and actually, and who's doing a special guest segment at the virtual church this Sunday?
Why, that would be the Great Scott.
That's right. I will be doing one of my gospel object lessons this coming Sunday for the live stream at South Weymouth Church of the Nazarene. We hope that you will enjoy it. Ben, Riley, I want to thank you very much, and I want to thank everybody out there. Have a good day and stay safe, and we're all in this together, like a lot of people say. So long.